Hey, it's Necktie. Welcome to episode 60 of Road to 5 Million, also known as the Big Expansion. The company's not the only thing that got bigger, though. My truck may have as well. Let's get into it. Surprise number one. Y'all notice anything different? Some are like, yeah, it's a high roof. Got a full sleeper. Correct. Had a discussion with management. She's not a huge flat top fan. And plus, if she ever decides to come out on the road with me, we're going to need more space for all her shit. So that's number one. Number two, the most important thing is you probably see some decals different or whatnot. That's not the only thing that's changed. So let me point some things out. Truck number. See it up there on the hood? Giggity. ELD decal, IFTA sticker on the door. Steps have changed as I'm being interrupted by a train. Decal on the sleeper. Right? And then if you notice, I got rid of the horns on top for a cleaner look. And I put a drop visor on her. Doesn't that just look mean? Notice the back fenders now match the front fenders. I don't know if I said it in an episode or not, but with this paint skin on the John Ruda truck, your choice is to have those back fenders either all gray or all black. So here's the deal. You're probably wondering, how the hell did you do that? Well, when you get the John Ruda trucks, you get open def files so you can create your own skins, right? Chris, my new buddy from Poland, this is just one things that he has in mind for this expansion. And we'll get into the other ones because I'm not done with this one. But he did this. And here's the other thing. I subscribed to this on Steam, which means, folks, this will be available once it's completely done. Because there's a couple little tiny things we may change to it, but for the most part, it's done. But yes, he put it on Steam privately, and I was able to subscribe to it because he has me listed as a co-creator. We've kind of argued about that. I didn't create shit. However, he said that's what he wants to do, so that's what we're doing. Anyway, so this is going to be on Steam. That's number one. It's also only for this truck right now, the Ruda 389 glider high roof. He's going to be working on the flat top and the other models, and then he's also going to do a skin for the SCS 389. He's going to do the mud flaps as well, so if you want mud flaps with the logos on them, you can do that. He's also going to be working on ownable box trailers that are going to match, and then skins for other trucks like the W900. And then here's a big one. He's working on a mod to have this paint scheme on AI trucks. So as you're driving around, you'll possibly run into a shit show logistics truck. How freaking cool is that? You want to see one of the coolest things, though? So I sent him that logo and asked him what he thought about it, or this decal, whatever, graphic of the skull. And then we were trying to figure out where to put it. You know, do you put it on the side of the sleeper? You know, whatnot. And I was like, what about, could we put it on the back of the sleeper? He's like, I can try it. Y'all ready for this? I don't think some of you are ready for this. This is probably the coolest thing. Look at that shit. not only did he put this on the back of the sleeper, he went to the trouble and said, can I get 2 of those lights matched up with the eyes? And let me see. Look at that shit. Isn't that awesome? I think it's great. Anyway. All right, turn the lights off. Yeah, so, and you can see the fenders. What he basically perfectly matched them to the front. So if you can see the front. What we're going to try and do is I asked him, oh, also, I don't know if you can tell, but this is how good this guy is. Let me move back here. So what we're going to see is, I don't know how I asked him how he did that truck number, but it almost looks like it has a shadow. I don't think it does now, looking at it close up. But I almost am wondering if we do that step black with the gray lettering. So we're going to try that. But here, look at the details of this. Look how he has that IFTA sticker right in between the rivets. And then he centered the ELD one on that rivet. And I don't know a lot about skinning, but I know the templates, that takes a lot of time to go in and out of the game. And the guy's amazing. Like, I asked him, because when he showed it to me, I'm like, can you make that a little smaller and then, you know, make it? And he did it. He basically did this Monday afternoon. Because in the last episode, I said that him and I were talking all day. Yeah, he did this as we were talking. And then he got it in game, and I asked him if it was okay to go ahead and debut it. So yeah, not 100%, but it's about 99.9%. And even if it stayed like this, I'd be fine with it. So this little upgrade, putting the high roof on the truck, cost $62,000. And then with the drop visor, y'all want to see what it looks like inside here. Let's go to this camera again to outside so you can see. Look how far that drops down. But I mean, you got it. I mean, that just looks, doesn't that look awesome? I think so anyway. That's our view in cab. And see the, I added these for my wife. This, you can get these with the Cecil Mega Pack, but the little hanging minions. And you can either just have one, each one of those singly, or you can have 2. You can also hang it from where that air freshener is, the Black Tree air freshener, but they're massive. I mean, if you do, it takes up like half your windshield hanging down. So anyway, I figured if she's going to come on the truck, you know, might as well put something on here she likes and whatever. It's all about her, right? Because it is. So with that, let's stop by the bank, because I'm going to do this a little unconventionally, and I'll explain why. Number one, because she thought it would be cool to kind of act like you're doing the thing right, because I can go right in here and actually, okay, this worked out. I don't have a choice then. So typically, buy more garages in the world to access this. Okay, so if I owned more garages, I could just click here, which would bring up this map per se, right? And then it would just give me garage icons. Does it give me any now? No. Right, because I'm not in that menu. But it would show you, for example, is there one here? No, there's not, but there's one in Jordan where we're going. So see that little like house garage icon? That's what would pop up on that map if you hit this garage purchase. But this works out in my favor because we were going to drive there anyway. Now, it's a 3-hour drive. Okay. I checked for loads. There's no loads going from here to Jordan or anywhere close. That's fine. We're expanding. We've got damn near full tanks, so we'll eat the cost on that fuel, right? So we're going to head up there and purchase the garage. And then I'm going to show you the process of purchasing trucks and hiring drivers. And there's also one other little thing I'm going to do probably that's unconventional for this, but I think it's cool. Plus it's showing off somebody else's work. So with that being said, how about we stop by the bank and get some money? And now we're good to go. You guys have no idea how long I've kept this under wraps. I've been so excited. Also, I'll give you some kind of a little life updates as we're going. Because I spent most of the afternoon, well, the wife had a 1:30 meeting that she had to go to in person at work, which is in Overland Park, Kansas. So about an hour and a half away. And then I had to be at the VA hospital in Kansas City at 1 to get, they said fitted for an elbow compression thing. I don't know why I had to get fitted. It's a freaking one size fits all. Anyway, and then I had my TBI evaluation at 3. And then after that, and then by getting home, as a matter of fact, that went on so long, the VA hospital normal was like locking up as I'm walking out, sort of thing. Which that was, it wasn't rough, it was just a lot of questions explaining things, kind of doing some cognitive tests and all that stuff. The good news, I guess, is that the doctor definitely said I have a service-connected TBI. And for those that don't know,
after 50 yards, turn left.
TBI stands for traumatic brain injury.
Turn left.
So basically, anytime you have a concussion is considered traumatic brain injury, right? I had a severe one when I was in the 3rd grade where I completely blacked out and was screaming at the top of my lungs at school when my mom came to pick me up that she wasn't my mom, that sort of thing. And I was in the hospital for a week for that.
After 50 yards, turn left.
And then I had another minor concussion in junior high, I think. I was ice skating, smacked the side of my head on the ice. And then the IED attacks in Iraq, and then my motorcycle accident where I broke my neck in 2 spots. So my bell's been rung a little bit, but I was already in 5 high. See, look at that, talking can't even shift. That being said, with my symptoms and everything that I've explained to him, he definitely said I have service connected from the IED attack. So that's good. What does that mean right now? I don't know. I have to talk to my benefits lady for the claim, because I think we have to refile or do an amendment, or I don't know, something like that. I guess the bad news is he wants me to go see his cognitive specialist. He said I did good, but he wants me to see her because she knows more about this stuff, and he just wants to make sure he's not missing anything. But yeah, I had to do a bunch of tests. Like he said, okay, I'm going to give you 3 words or 3 things. It was like cat, building, and then gave me an address. He said, now remember that because I'm going to ask you later. And we were talking for like, I don't know, 10, 15 minutes. And then all of a sudden he's like, so what were those 3 things I told you? And I'm like, damn. I'm like, well, cat and building were 2 of them. He's like, right. I was like, the other was an address. He's like, and what was that? I was like, I don't have a damn clue. He's like, well, take a guess. And I was like, I think Boulevard. Was that it? He's like, good. He's like, now what was the number? I was like, I have no idea. I said, for some reason, 59 is sticking in my head. And he's like, yep, that's exactly right. He's like, so, which is good, because the whole memory recall thing, that's what he was testing. I don't have any issues there. And I had told him that, I said, I'm getting to the point where if I don't start writing stuff down, I'm forgetting. But he said, that's smart. Like, that's showing that I'm actually using my brain properly. I'm like, oh, okay. I've never had to do that before, so... Yeah, so it was an interesting appointment. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to hit the mic. Interesting appointment. He also wanted me to see their optometrist, but I had told him I just had an eye appointment in November, and everything was fine. But it was with my frequent headaches and things. But now the good part is the headaches aren't debilitating. Like, I can still function. So I don't have any of those, thankfully, that, you know, wipe you out to where you have to be in a dark room for hours and sleep it off sort of thing. He did prescribe me B2, as in Bravo 2. And he's actually overdosing me, he said, because it's water soluble, so you just pee out the extra. But he said they've had good results with that helping headaches. I guess they don't form as frequently or not, but...
Right. After 50 yards, exit right ahead.
But he also said that he's not so sure that a lot of my headaches and stuff aren't coming from my neck. He's like, because with your injury you had, he's like, I guarantee you have arthritis in your neck. So, yeah, anyway. Kind of like my company, I'm just kind of a shit show. Think of it as a walking shit show. So anyway, we'll see what happens with the, I mean, it's kind of out of my hands now. The main thing was the diagnosis, because I did have TBI on my initial benefits claim, and it was basically denied because I'd never been diagnosed. So now that I've actually been diagnosed by a VA doctor at that now, I would think, I don't know, I'm not going to speculate. It's the VA. Who the hell knows what's going to happen?
Keep right.
But anyway, that's been my day. So now I have to wait for a call from the cognitive. Okay, those minion things are cool, but I don't like that stuttering bounce they do when they try and swing. Like that. I'm talking to my wife at the moment, but those are probably going to be gone, dear. Please forgive me, I still love you. Sorry, I was trying to figure out what gear I wanted. Yeah, so now I basically wait for a call from the
Keep
cognitive
right.
specialist
After 50 yards, go straight.
for that appointment.
Go straight.
Tomorrow I need to email the lady that was helping me with my claim, give her an update, and basically ask
Keep
her
left.
what the next step is.
After 50 yards, turn left.
See, this is the downfall of the drop visor,
Turn left.
is I'm gonna have to pop out like this a lot more. That's fine, because now we can see that awesome decal.
Keep right. After 50 yards, go straight.
Yeah, and if I remember, I
Go
will.
straight.
It's really weird actually to. When he sent me the Steam Workshop link to, you know, pull up Steam Workshop and see Necktie Gaming as a icon. And then obviously when you subscribe to the mod and go in the game, that's what the mod picture is too, the Necktie Gaming, the logo that's on the step. Pretty surreal. But it's also cool that he's making it for everybody and gonna put it on Steam. So if you want to run it. That's yeah. I just started this channel in October, folks, and I have somebody that just wants to do this. It's mind-blowing. Oh, I also, I actually adjusted the torque of this motor today. Range selector up, going to 5th, there we go. So I adjusted the torque of this motor on the low end.
Go straight.
500 RPM, I think is where I adjusted. It was at 0.5, I put it at 0.8, I believe. And now you can actually let out the clutch with the brake supply and the engine doesn't die. I think I went just a little high, because that wouldn't happen in real life. But it was at like 0.5. Actually, no, it was less than 0.5. Anyway, what I'm trying to do is get the motor to where it would be like in real life, because even when you're loaded, you should be able to let out the clutch slowly and the truck not die, right? Because that's the whole thing of, I mean, I was at the point today where I actually pulled up
Go straight.
torque numbers for the Cummins Signature 600 horsepower 2050 torque. And all I really found was that at 1200 RPM, you get the full 2050 torque, which in the mod, that was 1, which is 100%, right? So, and then it kind of went down from, it's kind of a numbers game. Anyway, I think I may have to go back in and just adjust it a smidge. Because if your brakes are applied and you let the clutch out, obviously the truck's going to die. Anyway. I think that's my daily update. I'm really frustrated too about having 17 minutes of
Go straight.
my mic being muted in the last episode. Again, some of you may think that that's some of my best work. Fair. But I covered a lot of good crap on oversized loads when I hauled them for TMC, so I may have to do another special transport mission sometime and kind of cover that stuff again. And I also need to haul one of these loads, because I have that mod in there so you can haul
After 100
Santa's sleigh
yards, turn right.
and help out Santa. And yes,
Turn right. right.
I don't need my Jakes. I'm not loaded, but they just sound sweet, so. Yeah, and I hope people aren't too upset that I'm doing this 2 episodes ahead of time. But I got one more comment
Go
today
straight.
about the expansion, and I said go for it. So, if you're upset because I expanded earlier than I said I was going to, my apologies, but make your own YouTube channel if you got that big of an issue with it. You know what I mean? To be fair, though, it does bug me because I usually stick to what I say, and I don't like going against it. But I really got excited when Chris sent me this, and I was like, holy crap. I kind of want to do the expansion now. So yeah, we'll get up here, we'll purchase the garage. Oh, gravel, yeah, I don't know. I forgot about this. I may have to turn this force feedback down. Oh yeah, that's okay. Slow down. I do need to remember to adjust that. Because in the Moza software, you can adjust it for profile. So like this is my ATS profile because it's different than my farm sim profile. For steering rotation especially. But farm sim basically doesn't have force feedback. At least not that works with this wheel and base. But as I've said before, I have it set at 80%. I can dial that down to where this isn't so crazy. That being said, it's pretty close to spot on, the feeling. And I really wouldn't care so much. I may need to look at getting those freestanding monitor stand for this rig. I thought I researched everything pretty good before, which I typically do before I buy something. I rarely buy shit willy-nilly. I normally research it to death. I thought I did that on this, but at the time I had that Logitech G29, which doesn't put near the force feedback out that this does. So I didn't really think about it that much. We are here, folks. Also, there may be a possible update for Montana expansion soon. Which I know for sure in that expansion, he's, right now this garage does not have a sleep trigger. It's going to though. He forgot. But he's since put it there, so right now, while we can come out here and buy the garage, we can't actually sleep here like you could at a normal garage at the moment. But he actually, Recon just messaged me today, and he's getting pretty close on his update. He completely redid Welker Farms, in Shelby. And he actually took a Google Maps image, and I mean, that's how technical this guy's getting. He's posted some photos in my Discord, and
You have reached your destination.
and actually riding with goggles. Dan McNary, his video about the torque thing is linked in yesterday's video. But the past couple of days, he's actually driven out of Welker Farms, so it's pretty cool. All right, so this money icon obviously means it's a garage and we don't own it, but we're about to, folks. And we're kind of making a deal with Hell Creek Ranch. I'll get into that in a minute. Because he's kind of, I mean, this is quite the spread that we're grabbing for 180 grand, right? I mean, I don't know if you could even buy this driveway for 180 grand in real life, but anyway, let's shut the truck down. Do you really want to buy this garage? Absolutely. He gave me a hell of a deal. There, it's ours. Look, just like that. Nothing changes. That's fine. I prefer it that way. God, doesn't that look so much cleaner without the horns? Just pretend they're mounted down under there somewhere where a lot of people mount them anyway. So, all right, so now we need trucks. Here's what I'm doing with the trucks. Still buying the same ones, okay? So let's go to truck dealer. Peterbilt. Come down here to Billings, buy online. We want fleet configuration, right? So we're gonna buy 3 of these because we have 3 slots. Actually, hold on. 500 minus 180 is 320. I may just do this to stick with the loan. And then we can just add another driver. Our first truck in Jordan, folks. You know, for somebody that didn't want to expand, I'm pretty freaking excited about this. And again, I have probably mentioned it, but I need to mention it again. This was part of Chris's comment on expanding, was he wanted to do what he's doing. So if you're really liking this, thank Chris. Because this was kind of his brainchild, is what I'm trying to say. Okay, 712. You know what? Screw it. We're just going to outfit all 3. Because I was at like, what, 6 something? Yeah, we'll just fund this one ourselves. Thank you for your purchase. Okay, 566. Now we have to spend 1,500 times 3. So $4,500 to hire drivers because they're $1,500 a piece. But what I want to do first is this. Since we got such a deal on Hell Creek Ranch, I made a deal with the owner that while we own the trucks, we're going to run their stuff. Some of you are like, what in the hell is he talking about? Well, let's go to truck manager. See these 3 trucks I just bought? We're going to go to upgrade. And no, I'm not upgrading. But here's what I mean. So, goggles, 56. Dan McNary on YouTube. He does skins. Look at this. Although, we're going to make the truck black. We're going to do a black truck. Actually, I did that wrong color. If anybody wants to know what these do, okay? So, see that this is your main color right here. See, that's your main color? We'll leave this white. This, look at watch the top of the truck. This is kind of like your shading in a way. Okay, I like both of these black. And then this is what kind of gives you your metallic. Look just to the right of the headlight on that fender as I'm sliding that all the way up to white. See how that gets? But if you bring this down to 25, I've found, for me, that is my sweet spot, where you get just enough metal flake look to it in the light. I mean, come on now. Does that not just look... So here's the thing. They don't have a DOT number. But anyway, this is what we're running with. All right, just play along. So all the trucks running out of Jordan are going to have the Hell Creek Ranch skin. Again, if you see up here in the left, Hell Creek Ranch SCS 389. If you go to Steam, if you play this game, go to ATS, go over to Workshop. In the search, just put goggles 56. That will bring up every flippin' skin he's made. And he's made quite a bit of them. Not just for SCS 389 either. He's got them for a bunch of different trucks. So there you go. Costs us $1. That's my kind of paint job there. That's a good vinyl wrap. Okay, so now let me show you this in case people don't know. So now I did that to that truck, right? If I select this truck, actually, sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. I want to go to this truck because this is the one, right? If you go to this truck and go copy config, now it brings up every truck that I can copy that configuration to, because they're all the same base, right? They're all the flat tops, right? So now what I can do here is I can either select paint job copy or the whole full configuration. These trucks are the same. But what this would be for is if I just bought like a day cab, right? I could just buy the day cab, then come in here, copy the configuration I wanted, and put the whole darn thing on that truck. But instead, I just want paint job. And then you select which ones you want, and it's going to tell you the total. I could actually do all of them, but I'm not. We're just doing the Montana ones, because that was part of the deal of getting Hell Creek Ranch for 180 grand. All right, now we need drivers, so we need to go to the recruitment agency. This is going to be fun. We're going to get maybe one good one and two. Yeah, see, like, look at this guy. He's already got all of that in hazmat. He's a good looking guy too. I'm not ashamed to say that. He's already got 2 in long distance. So he's definitely John, and you have now become the Jordan terminal manager. See, now we're gonna, and we don't have a lot of recruitment agencies discovered either, so she's got hazmat and high value. He's got long distance, and I like that because they can get, I'm thinking this guy and this guy. Let's go back to, he's got long distance, and that he just looks like, that looks like a mugshot. I don't know if I trust him just off his picture. Oh, what's Ricky got? Ricky S. He looks nothing like Ricky Skaggs. How many of you have no clue what I just said? I know some of you know. Man. Make a decision, Ty. Okay, well, he's definitely out because he looks like he's on parole. So let's go with Ricky. got one there. Okay, let's go with Martin. Now the beauty is, with this, you could actually, however you want to do it, but you can move these people around. Actually, not right now because everything's full. You have to have an open slot. But let's say I had all 5 slots for this terminal. You could actually move 2 of these guys to Jordan if you wanted to. But you have to move them and the truck. So, but for now, they're sleeping. I'm almost wondering, should I spend another 100 grand just to upgrade now? So that way we just have 5 slots? No, I guess there's really no need to. Until we actually are going to buy another truck. Okay, so now, let's see if we can't get a short run done. It's only been going 43 minutes. Let's see if there's a short one around here. Possibly out of Jordan. Going to Laurel. Nampa, Idaho. Idaho. Laurel. Actually, I haven't even been to Laurel. $7 hours. Yeah, let's do it. This may be a little longer episode. Wait a minute. Oh, I'm okay. Sorry. Brain issues there. Oh, so watch this. Truck's running, right? I'm in gear. Hear the engine lug. Clutch is out, but truck is running. Now the clutch is in. So, yeah, I have to adjust that. I love how he made that biplane fly so low too. But it actually, oh wow, it's doing some fancy maneuvers. Oh, it's going, is it going slaloming the telephone poles or electrical lines? Do telephone lines even run on poles in it? Jeez. Anyway. Now that I got completely sidetracked by that. Oh, I forgot to say, like right there where that scale is, that's where you check in to get grain out of here. Which I've mentioned before, but somebody may be seeing this for the first time. And again, this Montana Expansion 2.0 is free. Recon, the guy doing this, actually does this crap in his spare time. And it's not crap, but you know what I mean. Yeah, just it's a labor of love that. And obviously, right here, man, that's a nice cattle trailer. Is that a base game one?
You have reached your destination.
I'm trying to think if I have Ruta. I don't know if Ruta has a cattle hauler. I can't remember.
Turn around when possible.
For those of you wondering too about the paint job on the truck, we tried with a gray frame and it was too much. I'm loving this though. It's fantastic.
You have reached your destination.
What the hell is she talking about? I've already checked in. Did I not select the load? What happened? No, I did, because there's an icon on top of the trailer. Why is she messing with me? Oh, you know what? Did I? What am I doing here? Do I need to... Oh, yeah, look at that. We're... No, forward. Need to do a little dumpage of the rear. There we go. Now we're under there. Now we can go up. Nailed it. Look at that. Alright, let's bring that back up. That can go. Bring the mirror up. Sorry, I forgot that was totally gone. I had to get rid of all that stuff, you know, to get that nice shot at the beginning. £34,000 of moo-moos.
Turn around when possible.
I don't know why I just noticed, but this is a 7-hour run. Oh, no, 4 hours. Okay, that's what, freaking GPS, man. I was watching this channel the other day, and I can't remember who it was off the top of my head, but it's the first I'd seen of it. They're doing a series. Cool idea. No GPS. So it's old school. Like pulling up the map and writing down the major intersections where you have to turn, that sort of thing. That was kind of cool. And before anybody asks, no. You see the issues I have at the moment. Come on now. I mean, I know somebody'd be like, well, that'd be hilarious. Can it get any more hilarious? I mean, I feel like my wife watching these laughs 50% of the time. I don't know whether I should be thankful or if it's causing a complex. I'm not sure. I feel like with this drop visor, I should really slam this seat down. But it's almost like there's an actual air ride suspension in the seat, because if I was to go adjust the seat right now, I don't have that view of the hood. I'm actually sitting lower. Now I just thought about that. I should mess with that one day. But that's how most people drive Peterbilts. They slam the seat to the ground. Not the ground, but you know what I mean. Basically have no air in it. That's how I ran mine. It was comfortable. Could barely see just the front of the hood.
Go straight.
Yes, ma'am. Oh, that's what I should try. Let's try this. One low. No gas, just clutch, letting it out. Yep, and then give it gas. I'm close. I mean, I just need to maybe adjust it one number. I don't know. I wish I could find out.
After 100 yards, turn right.
And maybe I just need to search some more. But I looked through a bunch of different
Turn
websites to figure out what the torque is at each RPM, right? I'm just going to leave my comments to myself about that guy.
Go straight. After 100 yards, turn left. Turn left.
Did I remember to take? Yes, I think I did. I need to check. Yeah, I did take them off. Make sure I took my flags off. Man. Okay, I like this view better. Wow. Maybe I do need to go to a speech therapist. Holy crap. I like this view better without the horns.
Go straight.
Although I just noticed, why don't I see the stacks? Why do you not see the stacks on a high roof, but you do on a flat top? I know why. I bet you camera position in game. And what I mean by that is, I bet you on a flat top, the camera's back further, if that makes sense. Or, I don't know, maybe it's... I don't think it's up any higher. I don't know. Either way. Now that I'm thinking about it, it is a different FOV. Also known as field of view.
Go straight.
Because if I was playing on my super ultra wide like I did before I started making videos, and actually some of the episodes I did record on that, I would see the stacks because I have a wider field of view. That's interesting to know, though, depending on what kind of truck you have. Configured flat top versus high rise gives you a different view.
Go straight.
Don't-
After 50 yards, go straight.
Don't do what I just did. Somebody's like, what did he just
Go
do?
straight.
Don't ever shift going over railroad tracks. You'll learn that if you go to a reputable CDL school. And the reason you don't is if you have an issue, like I've had issues many times, if you've seen in these episodes, of where it doesn't go into gear or something like that, and then all of a sudden, you know what I mean? Yeah, things could go bad depending.
Keep right. After 50 yards, turn right. Turn right. Keep right. After 50 yards, go straight. Go straight.
Excuse me. Thank you. You know, driving home, from Kansas City, of course, at this time at night, it was, you know, like 5:30, 5:30, I don't know. It was dark as shit. Not as dark as the inside of a cow, but pretty damn close. And I can't tell you, I think I haven't mentioned it to my wife on how... What am I doing? I obviously missed my turn somewhere. Okay, well, we'll just turn around at DFA. Fun fact, I actually did this shit tonight, too, driving back from Kansas City. I didn't have the GPS going at the time, but I made a wrong turn, telling my wife about the appointment, and yeah. So it happens in real life, too. I'll be talking, telling a story, and completely screw shit up. Let's just check the map while we're waiting on traffic, huh? Where did I go wrong? And actually, why am I going back left? I'm honestly confused. Okay, I don't think I was doing anything wrong. I think the GPS is freaking wacky. Maybe it'd be better if I just did this without the GPS. I think Lori's been in the sauce quite a bit. Either that or I have a different conflict. But I haven't changed anything. And I'm trying to think when she started going batshit crazy. Well, I guess she hasn't went full-fledged batshit crazy. She's getting there, though.
Go straight. After 100 yards, turn right. Turn right. After 50 yards, turn left.
See, what is the 50 yards turn left crap? I just see way station 1 mile. I was getting ready to... Close, good. I just realized when I saw this car slamming the brakes what I was going to say when I got sidetracked by the GPS being dumb. I was commenting to the wife, I think a couple of times on the way home tonight, on how the traffic, I don't know if the AI traffic in this game is programmed so well to actual traffic, or if actual traffic was acting like AI traffic, but it was, oh, man, yeah. Frustration level was high. Which then causes my wife to get all quiet because she doesn't like when I get frustrated like that, so yeah. Like this guy right here. Thank you. And what's this truck doing over in the left lane? He's got plenty of time. Get your, there you go. Thank you, sir. I feel like I need to say this. My wife is probably going to be one of them that is not a huge fan, but I am loving this drop visor. The only thing is, I may have to look at changing it. Y'all want to know what's bugging me? Now the sides of the drop visor don't match the window chops. The visor's lower. But when I had my bow tie up there, the edges, or the sides of them, it was all nice, one line across there. And with this truck, you can only put, there's only one window chop. There isn't like the long window chop or whatever it's called. Anyway. Again, welcome to my brain, folks. Appreciate you watching, though. Oh, and I totally forgot. I don't know the little guy's name, but when I did the episode and I talked about the Gambino asking me about the mod order thing, he commented on that and thanked me and said that him and his 8-year-old grandson watch every episode. So, to the little man, thank you very much for your support. And I hope the way I talk sometimes doesn't corrupt you too bad, but I'm pretty sure your grandpa's got you all squared away. I feel like with this drop visor too, I could save some money on wipers and just get little tiny ones, like we have in our Jeep Rubicon, like 6 inches long. Although the visor's actually not sealed at the top, so I guess rain would still come down in between it, but it was a good thought. And also, Ty, it's raining, so let's not drive like a rape date around these corners and run into stuff. Nice green light, loving it. Yeah, so I don't think I completely finished that sentence, but anyway, to Gambino's grandson, thank you. And actually, he said he got his son-in-law and nephew, too, to, like, join the team. I mean, thank you, the Gambino. I should just call him the Gambino family, right? that's awesome. I know I've said this before, but I'm actually loving this.
After 50 yards, exit right ahead.
It's fun.
Exit right ahead.
And it makes it even more fun when people are enjoying it. Hey, Ty, what happened there? Oh, that's what happened there. Because you completely went into the wrong damn gear. Shocking.
Keep right. After 50 yards, turn right. Turn right.
We'll just go ahead and stop. I was not in even remotely the right gear to make that corner, so... Alright, well, I had a red light, so they don't... Where do we lose this lane at? Before the light or at the light? Okay, fine.
After 100 yards, turn right. Turn right.
Did I mention that I turned the rain percentage down? I wonder if I could go like an episode without it raining. At least it's not nighttime and dark. I'm also, I talked to the wife about streaming today, different ideas, and I think I have one that I will run by y'all tomorrow. I don't want to start talking about it now because we're almost here.
After 50 yards, turn right.
I gotta sleep in an hour.
Turn right.
Yeah, I'm right down the road, so tell the customer to chill the F out, okay? I mean, I still have an hour and 54 minutes to get here. I could actually go stop and get something to eat and come back.
100 yards, turn left. Turn left.
Took that a little faster than I wanted to. It's getting dark quick. I'm not sure why I would be taking cattle to a rail yard, but okay.
You have reached your destination.
Huh, and it's going to want us in the spot it always wants us in. Actually, I take that back. I think it's actually closer. Just FYI, you can get between those crates and that arm. It's real tight, but you can do it. Okay, Ty, let's go back to Trucking 101 and see how bad you can screw this up. Get out and look, see how well the setup is, if there's anything behind me. No, just trailers. All right. Oh, hey, y'all want to see the back? Come on now, that's cool. I don't care who you are, that's cool. All right. I may be getting tired, but I'm kind of busy at the moment. Okay, I'm baffled on that one. That angle must have been screwing me up or something, but I thought we were more lined up than that. Oh well. I mean, it wasn't the worst, but I could have got a lot closer to nailing that without a pull-up. Also, if anyone was wondering, I still have I think this is a 305 wheelbase on this truck. I think. I don't know. Why am I still off? All right, there we go. Now we're straighter. Look at that. Wasn't the worst. Probably wasn't the best, but hey, we made it. Cows are here safe. Oh. Yeah, sorry. Help if you hit your actual button that says wipers. Okay. Not bad. Not bad at all. Okay, I totally got sidetracked for something. So when you buy drivers, here's what also you need to do, okay? When you buy them, they all come unbalanced. So what you need to do is change it to what you want them to work on. So since he's already got 2 in long distance, we're going to get him to get a couple in high value. We'll move this guy to long distance and him to long distance. And since we're here, we'll check him. He's still in high value. Martin's still in hazardous. Okay, she moved up 1 on there, so I'm going to move her back to fragility. And he's working on hazardous, but doesn't have anything yet. All right, cool. So look at that. We obviously haven't paid anything yet. But we still have 581. So technically, I could actually pay that loan off and have $81,000. Actually, you know what I'm going to do to save on interest now that I mentioned that? I'm going to pay this one off because it's a higher interest. All right, so now we're down at 481. And that's with buying a garage and 3 drivers. I could even drop it down to 381 and fill out the slots, but I don't want to buy 2 more drivers yet and go down that low. So we've got a good operating budget per se there. And yeah, we're doing good, folks. Hopefully you enjoyed all the updates. Again, this paint skin will be available to everyone as all of his other paint skins he's doing. So just if you want to keep up with it, Discord link down below, go ahead and join. If he doesn't update, I will update you as things get going. But yeah, so just to cover, he's going to do more cabs for the Ruta 389 glider. So he's going to do the flat tops. Already has a high roof, obviously. And then he's going to work on the SCS 389. So base game 389. He's going to put logos on the mud flaps. He's working on the ownable box trailers as well, like getting a cool graphic down the side and all that sort of thing to match. And then skins for other trucks like the W900, and then his traffic truck and trailer pack. So in-game AI trucks running around with the shit show logistics, paint livery or paint scheme, however you want to call it. So that's that. More updates to follow. And again, thank you, Chris. you didn't have to do this, but it's obviously something you wanted to do, and who am I to tell you no? So, and again, I've given him minimal direction with this. He's basically ran with it. He'll kind of send me images and be like, what do you think? You know, and I've provided minimal input. So again, thank you, Chris, and hopefully you all enjoyed this episode as much as I did. I was super excited to do it. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, episode 60 comes to an end. If you made it this far, I appreciate you. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. And don't forget to drop a like on your way out. And until the next one, y'all take care.